Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video where we are gonna dive in. Oh my god, I have so much new makeup to share with you. You might even see here that there are some makeup here you did not think you were gonna see on my channel. How did I get the Colourpop and Twilight collection? Did I rob someone? Did I threaten Colourpop? Did it magically show up at my door? One of these options is somewhat right. So yeah, Colourpop actually did reach out to me. There's been a lot of things going on with this collection. The Colourpop and Twilight sold out within minutes. I tried to purchase it. It looks like this. Let me show you some swatches. It's super beautiful. There's a bunch of things going on in this collection. So I tried to purchase this one. It sold out within minutes. And I actually put a comment on the Colourpop Instagram basically being like, well, that was a waste of an alarm set. I never set an alarm for a collection, but I love Twilight. Not necessarily the movies as much as the books. This is definitely inspired by the movies. And I honestly think, because like it's literally in the movie is on the inside. Exhibit A. And I think that with the color scheme, I really think they captured the movie, at least the first one, very well. Does it capture the books? Not necessarily. Were they meant to capture the books? Obviously not. They literally put the movie on the inside. But I put a comment, I think it's the most liked comment under that post, and Colourpop mailed me and said like, Quinky Dink, we do have a PR package for you, we'll send it out. So they actually overnighted the whole PR box to me. I'm super grateful. They also activated my code again. I know a couple of you were asking why my code didn't work. Colourpop usually deactivates codes every now and then. You have to reach out and ask it to be activated again. I don't know what that is about, but it is activated again. If you want to get 10% off when you order a Colourpop, you can use my code Angelica and it will work on the Colourpop website. This is the thing that I don't think I'll be wearing today, but I will do a reel on this one. This is the sparkly, I think it's called like diamonds, right? Yeah. This is the skin of a killer, Bella. Is that what he says? Am I paraphrasing? Maybe, but it's too cold. It is literally -8 Celsius right now in Austin. There's no way I'm taking my top off. No, I know where you were going with this. That's not that. I'm saving that for my OnlyFans. Also, I do not have an OnlyFans. This video is taking a turn. But we're going to use this entire collection, at least most of it. I mean, I have it all here. We're going to be trying it out. I also bought this Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. I don't know what shade I bought. I bought 3N2 Camel. I don't know if this is my shade. This might be my shade. My face is not as tan as my hands. So we'll be trying this out. You know that something is viral. You know that something... Let me get my own sponge. This is my Cinch Beauty sponge. I tried to wash it this morning, but I did not do a great job. Love this sponge though. Absolutely the best. You know something is viral on TikTok when I get recommended it on my TikTok page from accounts I don't even follow. So I had a couple of people saying like, oh, this is the best foundation ever. I saw, oh, that is a good color. And I love the consistency, very light. I saw that TikTok from, I think her name is Glamzilla. I don't know if I'm following her myself. Maybe I am. I don't understand TikTok. I'm doing the best here. But basically, it looked beautiful on her. And a lot of people have been wearing this one, saying it looked beautiful. And I'm like, I want to try it. I will say that went on like a serum. Weightless perfecting foundation. Weightless, yes. That went on like a serum. If you're like me and you hate a thick foundation, this is the perfect serum consistency. Wait, that actually looks beautiful. Maybe this is worth being viral on TikTok. Let me zoom in so we can actually see something. Okay, let's see if we can get this on my entire face. I am not wearing any kind of primer. I like trying foundations for the first time without a primer, just to see like, how does this work on my skin on its own? And we're gonna see if it dries down or not. If we like, oh, there's a hair stuck here. If we need to powder it. But I will say, the finish, that is flawless. Such a gorgeous, light, airy finish. So I will of course be trying out this foundation even more, and I will get back to you on like a final verdict. First impression, stunning. Stunning finish, feels wonderful, looks flawless, looks healthy without being greasy. Very impressed. Just again, first impression, very impressed. We're also going to be using this new concealer. This is the Sephora Best Skin Ever Glow Concealer. It's a luminous finish We'll see how this one works out. I will say, I'm turning 40 in like a week. I know, it's crazy. So I do have a little bit of mature skin. I do have fine lines. Things tend to move around on my skin if it's too thick or if it's too glowy or greasy. I also do have more combo skin, but we are in the winter time now in Austin. So it's definitely not especially warm or humid here, but I still don't like greasy things on me. I'm trying to get this. Okay, there we go. So I bought this concealer on a whim. So I made an order from Sephora and I bought this foundation because I saw people on TikTok talking about it and I was like, listen, I want to try it too. So this concealer I bought on a whim because it's new, and I did actually like the Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation, and I did like the concealer that they had before. Oh, that's pretty light. So I wanted to give this a try. Okay, I will say applicator, very small and like a little almost beady. It's definitely one of those where you have to dip in, even if you don't like applying a lot of concealer. Although I will say apparently I'm applying a lot of concealer today. It is not super thick, and you can see that when you paint it on, it's not giving 100% opacity. I think this is supposed to be a buildable, weightless texture longwear. I think this is supposed to be a medium coverage. I will be using an FO2. This is from my own brand, Singe Beauty, and this is the perfect little squishy brush for keeping coverage with concealer. Super soft, and you're getting like in the nooks and crannies without sucking up all the concealer with a sponge. Sometimes you want that, sometimes you don't, and this is just, according to me, because I mean I created it, the most perfect concealer brush. Okay, so this concealer actually looks really good. I do have some dryness and texture under my eyes. I've been using a lot of tretinoin as of late, so you do get some, you know, lizard skin. So I think that that's not the concealer. I think that's me. It is very weightless. And I will say, just first impressions, I used another a drugstore concealer. Let me see if I can find my favorite powder. This is my favorite powder, the NYX one. Look, I already panned it again. Love this one. I actually looked at my old favorites. This has been a favorite of mine. I mentioned this in 2017 in my yearly favorites. And I mentioned Colourpop Prance in 2016 yearly favorites, if I'm not totally mistaken. That's how long I've been loving those two products. But this powder is just amazing. And I used another concealer as of late. It's a new L'Oreal concealer in my drugstore video. Similar consistency, but I think I prefer that one. I think I prefer the L'Oreal one. This puff is also from my brand Singe. Singe Beauty. I love my logo and I love this poof. It's so like squishy. It's not that like thick one, and it's also not too furry. So it actually does work like a velvet sponge. I'm just gonna do powder in my T-zone because if I ever do get oily in the winter time, that is where it happens. But yeah, foundation, beautiful. Concealer, honestly, I think this is looking, this went off, good start. Good start. I'm just gonna be applying a little bit of bronzer. I'm still trying out this new Milani one. I'm gonna be using the FO3. Ooh, it's over here. It's my favorite cream bronzer brush. And I'm gonna be doing my brows as well because I don't have a new product for that. And then we can start getting into some other things, because I have a bunch of things that I want to try out, including the new Berry Pop Cheek Palette by Natasha Denona. So I did buy this palette from the Natasha Denona website. I also bought the lippy and the lip liner, and I'm toying with doing a try on with this one, the lipstick, for like doing that as a reel and instead wearing one of the lip oils in today's video. I feel like I'm asking you, is that a good idea? But like really that's what we're gonna do. So I will try and have that reel up as well, and I will put that down below so you can have a peek at it. But this is what the, oh my god, it's already dirty, and this is what it looks like. Honestly, I think it looks really, really cute. It looks like the My Dream cheek thing, except there's two blushes. One is, instead the gel here is like a glowy blush, it seems like, at least glow cream base. Yeah, And this definitely is made not for a fair skin tone. And I think that's really good that she's like expanding and doing other things as well. And it's a cream blush. It is a tinted glow cream base, and it is a dream glow. I think I will use these two. Let me think. Let me use this one on both my cheeks, the highlighters on one cheek, and then we can do this one on the other cheek. I want to try things out. I've told you that I'm going to use my trusted F06, but I told you, ooh, that is pigmented. I've told you I'm doing less videos this year, and that like also makes me be like, I have to experiment a little bit with how I'm doing my videos, what I'm including in my videos, because I'm doing work-life balance this year. That is one of the things for this year that is very pigmented. I like that though. This is like a cool toned, almost like, yeah, berry pinky red. Very pretty. I prefer a warmer red, but this is really, it is very cold girl aesthetics. And I actually spent last night sitting in my couch reading, not working, not editing, not researching, not answering emails, reading. And I'm like, I was so pleased with that. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is that I've been given the opportunity to arrange a trip together with my viewers, together with my audience, together with people that actually want to, like, you know, hang out with me. This is, I've always toyed with the idea, like, how can I do more things with my audience? Because I've met some of you at different occasions and you're always so freaking cool, smart, funny, like mature. And I've been wanting to do more things, but it always comes down to two things. Am I going to be the one organizing it? Because it takes a lot of time and effort to organize something like that, and also safety. Like, how can I ensure the safety not only for me, but also for you attending? So I've been given the opportunity to arrange a trip together with my audience, and I will leave a survey link down below in case you are interested in coming along with this. Right now we're in the phase where we are trying to figure out, where do you want to go with me? This is a friends trip. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna try some different things. We're gonna hang out, have dinners, do activities, hopefully get some sun. And I wanted you to let me know, where do you want to go? When do you want to go? What is your budget? All of that. And we'll just go together. I'll be your host and we'll just have like a fun, I'm guessing like a week or so together. I am just so excited. So do please fill out this survey if you are interested. There's no obligations to anything if you fill out the survey. It's just basically like, is this something that you're interested in? I will leave the survey down below in the description box. It's going to be the first link in the description box, and I would just love to hear your thoughts. Right now, the main destinations that people are voting for is Greece and Italy. And those are basically my favorite countries in the world. So I can't say that I'm upset that that's where we seem to be landing, but yeah, please let me know, because yeah, we are definitely gonna do our absolute best to make this happen. So I'm very excited to see how you feel about all of this. And again, I will talk more about this in the future, and as soon as we get further into the process, when you can be booking and everything, I will let you know all about it. I will leave the survey up for probably the rest of the week, so check it out down below. And if you are watching this and the survey has been closed, doesn't mean that it's too late for you to go. If you missed the survey, you can still attend. I will probably put even more info in the community tab, and I will also put more info, let's do the middle shade. I will put more info, of course, in upcoming videos. So this is the Tinted Glow Cream Base. And I'll put that on this side. Ooh, do you see that? It's like almost like a little pinky coral. Okay. So yeah, on me, on my skin tone, this is definitely like a more sheer glowy blush, like a balmy sheer blush. You can see that it turned into, so maybe I should do it on the other side too, because this is definitely not a highlighter on my skin tone, but I have seen some creators with the darker skin tone using this, and it looks absolutely gorgeous on them as well. So I'm super excited for like a more versatile product. Okay. So that is where we're at right now. Let me do the highlighter from this one on one side, and then we'll do the Colourpop highlighters, because I actually think that it's super, first of all, the fact that they did one of those soul body glitters for diamond skin, genius, and I'm really happy they did highlighters too. Oh, that is beautiful. I love this highlighter formula from Natasha Denona. One of my favorite formulas in my collection. Wow, that is so pretty. That looks so like effortless, and together with this foundation as well, just beautiful. So I will put this on top of the brow here as well, and then we'll do the Colourpop highlighter on the other side, and we'll see if we need to like adjust. Let me grab another one of those brushes. This is the F07. This is what I like for highlighter. So we have two different shades. We have Vampire Skin that is a white glitter. I mean, I think it's super cool. I think this is probably, if we don't count the Winnie the Pooh Honey Pot like lip set, this is probably the smartest collab thing they've ever done. Cause like it is a sparkly like diamond skin. Like it is so smart. And it is super shock. Like look at this. If you have fair skin or if you just want to have a super blinding highlight, I mean, naming it Vampire Skin, absolute freaking genius. So the other one is called Meadow, and again, clearly they're very inspired by some elements in the movie, and this one has a pink sheen to it. I don't know if you can see it here, but it is like one of those like duochrome highlighters, and you can see, oh, that is, you can see it a little bit more here. Like it is a pink sheen to it. And it definitely has a cool undertone. This is a pink duochrome. You can see it almost disappears. And then there's almost like some blue specks in it too. So it is a little sparkly, this one as well. Okay, let me clean off my hands and we'll do that one, the pinky one on the other side. So with the F07, you put the highlighter on the side of the brush. You can see here. And then you put the side of the brush on your cheekbone. You put the highlighter on to the intensity that you want. And then you switch the brush over to the fluffy side and you just blend it out. That's actually really gorgeous with this highlighter. You can see it's more of a warm gold here and it's more of like that pinky sheen here. That's a really, really pretty highlighter. I mean, I prefer this, but honestly, that looks really cute. I am gonna mix them together. So I'm gonna put a little bit of the pink on this side, and I'm gonna put a little bit of the golden one on this side, or like more maybe peachy champagne. So they're like matching a little bit. I'm very glowy all of a sudden. This is the skin of a killer. So I have all these lip oils and I kind of want to end up wearing this one. This is Team Jacob. It is a black with shimmer. Super beautiful. It's very reminiscent, at least in the component, to the black lip oil with glitter that was in the Fantasy Cosmetica collection. And this one is Team Edward. It's like a dark blue, also with shimmer. And then we have the one that's called Bella or Bells. Is it Bella or Bells? Here it is. Bells. And it is the red one. It's like a blood red. So I think we're just gonna be doing a little bit of lip liner so that the lip oil is just like not all over my entire face. Let's start with Team Edward, the blue one. Ooh. Actually, that's pretty. I had a blue lip oil from Blem Bunny, and I think I prefer this one because the one from Blem Bunny had a little bit more of a turquoise tint, and it also had a little bit more of a opaqueness to it. And since I do not have a cool undertone in my skin, sometimes when things turn too cool tone on my lips, it just doesn't look good. But that actually looks really nice. Just gives a little bit of a gray tint, not too much blue. What do you think? Do you like it? Okay, so this is the Vels. This is actually really pretty. I'm really impressed with the lip oil shades. That's like a sheer red, goes so well together with the cheeks. These are better than I thought. Wow. 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 Oh, this one is the most pigmented. So this is Team Jacob. Are you Team Jacob or Team Edward? I mean, let us know. Why is this so cute? Wow. I mean, it's definitely a sheer, like, it's gray. So the lip oils are always like less opaque than what you see in the packaging. But you know what? I'm kind of living for that lip. This is the kind of aesthetic that I'm hoping for 2024. Clean girl, bye. We left her. Grungy, oil slick, gray lips girl, she's back, she's here, and I'm excited. It feels very 90s grunge in a new and fresh way, and I'm here for it. Okay, let me put on a little bit of eye primer. We can dig into the eyeshadow palette. I really like how the green looked in this palette, but I think we're gonna do something with the blue and the black, because I feel I'm having like this plaid thing on, and I feel like a lot of people are a little afraid of the blue. So I always try to reach for things that, not that I'm like, oh, I'm so much better than anyone else, not like that at all, but I want to show you maybe an option that not everybody else is showing you, so that you have as many options as possible when you buy a palette or when you're considering buying a palette, so that you know what's like possible. So I think I'm gonna be trying this one. It is called Irrevocably, and I'm gonna do Forever Young, because this is a black with silver blue glitters. Like when I look from it here, it's blue glitters, but when I look from it here, it's silver. So it's like a duochrome glitter, silver going to blue. And I think we're gonna be trying these two, and also this one, and maybe the blue here. Maybe we'll even put some of this like almost pressed, like it is their like glitter eyeshadow formula. It is eye safe, but it's a little glitter, but like all of the blue ones. All of the blue ones. But we'll start with this one, Irrevocably. I'm excited. There's also a blue pastel in here, like a gray blue, Unconditionally. Also my nails. It's so weird to not have my extensions on. I feel like a little naked, but new year, new me. Well, new year, same bitch, but new year, no nails. So we're just gonna push that in. This is an EO6. That is a nice, like almost like a faded denim blue. I do think, and I know some people were like not happy with this color story, but then again, the collection sold out in 4 minutes, so I mean, it couldn't have been that displeased. I actually think this color story, not only is it cohesive, like you can make so many looks with this, I also feel like it really does represent that first movie. So I was definitely the person immediately when I saw this palette, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy that. And then I wasn't able to, and then I was lucky enough to get it in PR, but I never had that, ugh, I don't like it feeling. I actually liked it initially. It doesn't represent like the cover of the book, of course, but again, I don't think it's supposed to. Okay, initial impression, I think you can see it's not entirely opaque, but I'm sure that if I worked with it a bit, it would be. But yeah, not entirely opaque, but I'm sure that I could work with it more. Not the easiest blue I've ever worked with in my life, but doable. But again, I am gonna go in with something else. I think I'm gonna do just a EO5, and I'm gonna do the Forever Young, which is the one that has glitter in it. But I don't care about the glitter that much, but I'm gonna push that on. Wow, that is pigmented. I should be very careful with that. I'm gonna smoke out my outer corner with this one before I go in with the shimmer, and maybe a little bit in the crease now that I see how pigmented it is. And let me go in with a little bit of blue, and just don't be afraid to go back to the color you had before. You can go in between two different brushes to make sure that the colors that you have are blended the way that you want them to be. And I will say that is Fallout City. So be a little careful with that black one. I think I blended away most of the glitter, but I don't care about that. If you want to keep the glitter, you kind of have to like pack it on and leave it be. But I mean, clearly I did not do that. Okay, I'm gonna go in with Cullen's, then Unconditionally, and maybe a little bit of the Immortal. We'll see. But I'm starting with the Cullen's, which is the blue shimmer. I think I'm gonna spray this. It picked up really good on the EO1 though. So I'm not too worried, but I'm gonna spray it, and I'm just gonna put that all over my lid. Yeah, this is also one of those more faded denim. Oh, that is a lot of fallout. Ah! Okay, I really need to be spraying this one. I do not want that level of fallout on my face. That is cute though. I actually really like how that looks. That looks really, really nice. Let me do a little bit of that. Let me just finish this up. I'm doing the matte. Oh, that is pretty. I'm doing the matte in the inner corner. Oh, that is so cool. I wish it was a little lighter, but I still really love that. I'm gonna do that up here as well. Let me do a little bit of the shimmer too. And then let's see what happens if we do a little bit of that like almost glitter shade. Yeah, I think that this will be cool on. Oh, my poor nail. Yeah, I almost lost 2 nails. I've been having acrylic on for way too long and my nails were like, absolutely not. I do think this extra glitter added a little bit of texture in a good way. Just layering it on. That actually, except this little fallout, turned out... That actually turned out really good. What a nice blue, like denim, smoky denim look. I like it. Clearly, we're doing prance. Who's surprised? You shouldn't be. If you're surprised, you have not been paying attention. Prance has been my favorite eyeliner for the waterline since, well, 2017. Absolutely love it. I need little to no incentive to put this in my waterline. Blue eye look, we're done. Berry eye look, we're done. Neutral eye look, absolutely. Little to no incentive. So I really do like this eye look. And I also got, where do I have it? Oh, it's right here. I got this from Glamlight, sent to me in PR. And this is their eyeliner. This is the calligrapher eyeliner. Calligraphy or calligrapher? This is when you know English is not my first language. Eyeliner. So we're gonna do a little eyeliner. That's what I thought. Like just a little bit. This is a felt tip, but I really like how to hold this one. Really comfortable. This is definitely saturated all the way into the tip, so you can be very precise with it if you want to. And it is also like waterproof, so this will not come off if you start crying or if rain happens, or with me like allergy season. This comes off with a oil makeup remover. Like that. It's a little squiggly. Let me fix that. That's pretty fierce. I mean, it's gonna be a little squiggly regardless because I have a hood here. And sometimes I know I'm not supposed to do my liner like this, but I just missed the time when I could. That is cute though. That's a fierce liner. So let me put on a half lash and we'll be done for today, but I think this looks amazing. Okay, so the makeup look is all done, and I gotta say, I am actually very impressed with pretty much everything that we used today. I really love the makeup look. I really like the lip oils. The highlighters were really nice, and I mean, together they look incredible. That cheek palette, it's really nice. If you like colors like this is just as good quality as the My Dream Face palette, just other colors. And honestly, I mean, it looks incredible. That foundation, it looks impeccable. Absolutely impeccable. I am so impressed. Real flawless? Yeah, I agree. I don't use any filters or anything like that. I didn't even color grade my videos. My skin looks photoshopped. Very, very impressed. But yeah, let me know what you think about these items. Let me know what you think about the trip. Like I said, the link will be in the description box. If it's not for you, no hard feelings. Nothing is for everyone. It's just something that I have been dreaming about doing. So I hope that if you are interested, you will fill out the survey so that I can know what you would like to do. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you on Friday for new makeup releases. Bye!